I want to start off by saying how much I have learned throughout this course and how much everything that I've learned um, as far as technological advances and tools to use will be extremely helpful for me in the future because before starting this course, prior to this course, I was not very tech savvy. It was a lot I didn't know, as I already stated in a previous video. The first question on the exam asks, how did my work in this course prepare me to facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity? Well, in more ways than none, definitely. For one, as far as creating like interactive activities for the students, even in Word documents, I didn't know that you could do that. And they were actually fun for me to create projects like that for the students and for me to go back and actually participate in the projects to make sure that they work properly. It was fun, and I really wish I would have had that, when I was in school. So I think that that was one very creative um, area that was covered this semester in IET 3600. I also think that the student teaching, those 5 weeks of student teaching, definitely helped a lot. I was able to create a project. My group actually did. We did the concept map for through Kispiration, and that was great. That program alone is great, and I hope that's still around by the time I graduate. I'm sure it will be. I look forward to using that as well. Um, I definitely think the students were more, actively engaged because the program has so many different features on it that were student centered. All of the colors and different things, and we used our project was based off animals. It was a science class, and the students could relate because at that age, they were age 6. I plan on teaching middle school, but at age 6, I can understand how exciting animals can be, especially if you're getting to choose the one that you want to research. And the students seem to enjoy it a lot, and I plan on using different tactics like that in the future when I teach. I think that my energy, I've learned to have a certain level of energy when you're dealing with children also, and how much I am, how the interest that I am showing in the lesson will definitely get the students get the students' morale up a little higher. And I think that I'm definitely going to be able to better facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity in the class from this course alone. This course has been the most helpful for me in terms of getting students involved in different ways than other than traditional and original ways that things have been done. The second question asks, how did my work in this course prepare me to design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments? First off, I think that being able to go to the state standards and look at the different learning objectives for each grade level and each subject area were extremely helpful. That helped me tie in the relevance of the project we were doing in the class to what I wanted to teach my students in the future. I think that it was great to even be able to do that, or that was the requirement of each assignment, because I plan on teaching middle school, and I appreciate being able to cater to the grade that I want to teach, and versus just being given a certain grade to teach. I think that this basically it was, I felt as if I was a teacher assistant, creating assignments for the teacher, and I think everything that I had done this semester I'm probably going to use in the future in my courses. It's like I already have a pre-lesson plan created if I teach those subjects. Um, as far as developing technology-enriched learning environments that enable all students to pursue their individual curiosities and become active participants in setting their own educational goals and managing their own learning and assessing their own progress. Okay, with that, I think the interactive tools and having to go and find those different web apps, the web and the web 2.0 tools, I think those were extremely helpful because everyone that I found was beneficial not only to me, it made it easier for me, but also easier for the student to have access to their grades and access to me as their teacher outside of school hours or even during school hours if they needed to. I think those tools were extremely beneficial for that. And I think also being in a classroom that or in a school that provides different technological devices to the students and different and incorporating technology in every subject area is also going to help the students to appreciate technological learning environments. Because when you think about it at home, that's all the students do at home. They're tied into video games, tied into cell phones, tied into the television, computers, and so forth. So you definitely want to have an environment that caters to a certain extent to what they're used to being around every day, because that creates the relevance that you would need to get the students motivated and willingly involved in the lesson. As far as customizing and personalizing learning activities to address students' diverse learning styles, working strategies, and abilities to use goals, digital tools, and resources. Again, going back to the Web 2.0 tools and all the interactive games, the interactive activities that we were assigned over the semester, all of those would definitely help the students learn how to customize and personalize learning activities. I'll probably even have my students create a portfolio each year as we were asked to do this semester. I would definitely have them do that. It keeps the students organized, because for me, when I was in grade school, I know for a fact that I was unorganized. The only reason I'm somewhat organized now is because of technology, because of my cell phone. Alarms, everything that I need to be reminded of, um, is on my cell phone. I write myself notes in my cell phone and on my computer, and I think that being able to allowing the students to have different websites that they can go to, different tools that they can use on the computer to interact and keep up and track their work and save their work on is extremely beneficial in that way. As far as providing students with multiple, very formative and summative assessments aligned with content and technology standards and use them resulting data to inform learning and teaching. Um, I think that again, I found a web application that allowed me um, allowed me to quiz and test the students and do little assignments, little study assignments here and there. At the end of each day, if I wanted to, they could go home and just submit their homework online, or they could do it at the end of each course, and it comes to me automatically, or it goes right, it could go right to the screen, and I could automatically give the students feedback. And I think that would also be extremely beneficial in the future, and I appreciate that area of learning too. The third question asks, how did my work in this course prepare me to promote and model digital age work and learning? Alright, it says here the teachers exhibit knowledge, skills, and work processes representative of an innovative professional in a global and digital society. The first thing is to demonstrate fluency in technology systems and transfer of the current knowledge of new technologies and situations. All right. The students, as I said, are automatically going to be fluent in technology because of their daily lives. All right. And same here. I'm also going to be, fluent enough to where if a new form of technology was assigned to me, I have the basic skills of how to navigate through different technological devices and how to. I have the basic grounds. I have the basic skill set again to learn new technological equipment. And I think that the students will definitely be able to better engage in the lesson if I, the teacher, know what I'm doing, because I have to remember that these students are going to be heavily involved in technology outside of school. So it is imperative for me to be able to model that the work for their age, because everything will be again technologically based, and I want to be up there in front of the class fluent and very I want to say professional in what I'm doing. I want them to understand that I'm a master at the skill that I'm trying to teach them, even if I'm not. But being able to navigate through a lesson without any breaks and pauses due to technological failures that I am unaware of, or mistakes that I've made with the technological devices. I don't want to have to, constantly stop or try to get help here and there. That's a distraction throughout the class. I want to know exactly, where I'm going with my lesson, and I want to be able to, for it to go smoothly for me to get through the lesson with minimum technological failures. So I think that this course has definitely helped me out with that also. One way is even this video that I'm creating now, the screencast, the audio view, screenshots, all of those things, like I said before, that I was unaware of and didn't know how to do at first. Even the field experience again, being in front of the class and teaching a class from nothing but based off nothing but technology was different for me. It was a challenge. I've done presentations before for a class, but this is me teaching a class, and all these students knew was that I knew what I was talking about, and they were confident in me. So I have to be confident in myself, and I think that this class has definitely made me want to know more in the areas of technology, because I'll be teaching middle school again, and those students are definitely going to be technologically advanced. So I have to make sure I'm there where they are, or hey, they're a step ahead. So I think that my work in this class has definitely helped me with that area.